Hello everyone, and welcome to your August romantic preview tarot reading. This reading is intended for everybody because it's just a little preview, so it's a bonus for some of you out there. And the way this reading is going to work is I'm going to start off just like I'm doing any reading for any sign, bringing in the energies of both people coming through, and then what's going on in this situation. And as I'm doing that, you need to decide which one of these decks you are feeling most drawn into on the bottom row here. You know, deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, because that is going to give you the outcome for your situation. So I will start with the general energies and story of this preview, and if that's speaking to you and resonating with you, then you decide which one of these decks you are most drawn to, you know, and that way I can give a couple different outcomes for you guys. So this is just a preview. Okay, let's get right in. I'm going to start by looking at both of your energies and how they're presenting and coming through for August in regards to love and romance, especially towards each other. So what's going on here? All right, so on one side we have healing, apologies, and forgiveness. And on the other side, we have empty, feeling sad and broken. Okay, so this right here is a situation that, you know, coming into August, there's some issues, there's some problems, maybe fighting, arguing, a breakup potentially, okay? But it's like energies were not aligned in July between these two people coming through in this reading. And now as we come into August, you know, one person is feeling really sad and just defeated, and the other person is wanting to apologize, to make up for things, to seek forgiveness. Okay, so let's pull some more cards to see what happened here. Like, what the heck? Like, why are we sad and disconnected? What's going on with that? Because I feel, you know, even though this person's sad and empty, like, of course they want healing, and the person who may be responsible or the cause definitely wants to work it out, feels guilty, feels really bad. So let's see. All right, so we have romantic gesture. There's the, you know, seeking forgiveness, giving an apology, making an attempt and an effort to right wrongs. Next out is not over you. Okay, and then lastly, we have solo journey's end. All right, so this here, I really feel, just because, you know, we have these next three cards out, this is definitely a situation that I feel is broken up and disconnected, like straight up separated, not like we're together and we just had a really rough July with each other. No, this is a situation that is separated, disconnected, broken up, and you know, I feel whatever happened to segregate these two people was kind of a really bitter thing. It left a lot of unfinished business, a lot of unresolved emotions. One person really felt kind of slighted, like left high and dry, and the person who caused that, like, they know, and they want to, like, you know, make up for that. Okay, and so I see that energy coming in August, because they are, so this person right here is not over this person, and this person is not over this person right here. And solo journeys end, this is where I see like a reconciliation, like getting back together, trying to work it out. And this might actually come out, you know, be very unexpected for some of you. So I'm actually going to pull a few dice here to clarify these cards before we get into, you know, those. Okay, so yeah, communication, contact, all of that blocked. And now we have the Chariot, and so that energy is shifting and changing. And then lastly, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of soul searching that's happened, okay, during this breakup, this separation. On this side, I feel over here this, and you know, look at that. I have the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So this could be, you know, the Divine Feminine side, and this could definitely be the Divine Masculine side, you know, where I feel over here did or said something like ended the relationship, really screwed up, you know, was unfair. I don't know. It's like something happened based on this energy, and it really left this side feeling hurt and overlooked and deflated and defeated. And with the Two of Swords, it's like there's been a blockage of communication or contact, and now here's August, and that's changing because this person really wants to work it out, has learned, has grown quite a bit, okay? So let's pull some more, guys. All right, so now we have Strength. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, this right here is like the connection and the bond between these two people is very strong, even though there's been a period of distance and disconnection and like maybe outright blockage, like not speaking, like totally blocked, like maybe this person ghosted this person, and now there's like a lot of regret and remorse for that. And you know, it's like Eight of Cups, that's walking away and moving on. However, in this particular reading, I don't feel that the Eight of Cups is talking about walking away. I feel like it's more of a reversed Eight of Cups energy where it's the return, okay? Because there's victory here, and it's time for this reconciliation. And what that reconciliation entails for each and every one of you is really contingent upon the deck that you are feeling most led and drawn to for your personal outcome. Okay, so let's just pull two more dice. All right, yeah, so look at, this is the dice that came out on this side. This is the Eight of Wands. This is communication. This is contact. This is, you know, the energy that this person is going to project to this person. Over here, we have the Queen of Swords. So this could represent an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this right here is, to me, like, there is communication, like this person is open to receive that communication, but initially they're really guarding their heart and their emotion and how they're truly feeling in an effort of self-preservation, because they really got hurt, they really got burned, at least from their perspective, their emotional perspective, how everything played out for them. Because with the Eight of Cups, it's like getting left behind, being overlooked, being rejected, and definitely two people who walked away from each other, okay? But now it's like fate, destiny pulls the two back together, you know, with that one heart, because I feel the connection, the bond is still quite strong, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and get into the decks here. And so I will start with this first deck, and there's timestamps in the description box below for the other two if you're more inclined to deck 2 or deck 3. All right, so I will get started with deck 1 and look at your personal outcome and the way all of this is going to unfold for you in August. All right, those two wanted to come out. All right, so what jumped out was karma, balancing, divine order, reaping. Next out is Five of Roses, emptiness, guilt, insecurity. And look, empty and feeling sad and broken. And so this, the Five of Roses, emptiness, guilt, insecurity, I feel is this, over here, this side, like they feel really bad for what's happened. Like karma has worked in their life and returned their exact energy to them that they did to this person right here, and it really stopped them in their tracks and made them think. And that's why this Eight of Pentacles is coming through. And next we have this Seven of Emotions: daydreaming, indulgence, infatuation. Next out is Twist of Fate, big change, blessing in disguise, a wake-up call. And lastly, we have, oh, the Chariot again, which is the journey in this deck, aspirations, pursuit, travel. So those of you connected and drawn into this first deck, there is a big shift and change happening in this person, as well as between these two people, like both, like the connection, the relationship that is shared. And here I just feel this side is going to pursue this side hardcore, like really wants to make up for a bad choice, a bad decision, because whatever happened, like whatever this person did, it happened to them, maybe not in the exact way, but it happened to them in a way that would impact them and affect them to the same degree of, you know, the emotional heartache that they inflicted on the other person in this reading. And so they've received some karma, and through that they have really thought about things, have soul searched, and you know, there's a lot of growth that's taken place. And I kind of feel with Twist of Fate there, it's like a shock, this person showing back up and trying to apologize and trying to make things right. And over on this side, like I said, there's a hesitation, a guarding of energy, like, you know, I don't know if I trust this or if I trust you. But this side is definitely genuine, and I feel it's going to put in the energy and effort. So let's see how this ends for you guys in, you know, August. Do you guys, are you able to fully reconcile and work it out, or are we just still in the beginning stages of, like, you know, talking about it? All right, so we have a commitment is offered. So this person's trying to come in and gain this side back. Next we have bringer of emotions, token of affection or romantic offer. You have romantic gesture here. So yeah, this person is going to really try to make up for it. And law of attraction, you two are just pulled back to each other, like no matter what. So I feel for those of you attracted to this first deck, you guys have a very high potential of getting back together. It's really more contingent upon this side, and if they're able to forgive and forget. But man, this side's coming in hardcore in pursuit, like, I want to be back with you, I'm sorry, I take full accountability and responsibility for everything, like, and they're like walking 10 miles, like bending over backwards to do whatever it takes. So I'm going to pull some final cards here just for some clarity. All right, we have the Four of Wands. So there's going to be a reignition of the passion and chemistry, a lot of playful, flirty energy going back and forth. Next, oh, look at that, Judgment. And this is my twin flames in this deck right here. Okay, it's like the universe pulling you two back together. Like, it's a strong gravity, an inescapable connection. And that's why this person's coming back in so hardcore, because they truly cannot forget this person, even though they screwed it up. Okay, so here it is, like, you know, spirit bringing the two of you back together. And then lastly, we have this Queen of Cups, so could involve a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This here is, to me, speaking of the energy and connection and flow going between these two people as they attempt to, you know, work things out with each other. This is love, this is sensitivity, this is tenderness. Okay, so those of you attracted to this first deck, absolutely beautiful. I really see this person coming in and taking accountability and responsibility and offering commitment, offering like romantic gestures, gifts, like what can I do, like in pursuit, like and also because this could be about travel, and I see the road here. This could be like for some of you, maybe you live in different locations, and it's like they're coming to see this person, like, I can't forget you, I can't stay away from you, like, we've got to figure out a way to make this work, because the connection is definitely inescapable on both sides. Okay, so that is the finale for those of you that were attracted to deck 1. So I am wishing you lots of luck and love for August, and I will get moved on to the next reading. Okay, so this is for those of you who were attracted to the second deck. Let's see how your, August is going to flow and the ultimate outcome here between the two people in this reading. All right. We have the masculine of karmic energy. We have a soulmate journey. We have 8 of karmic energy. And you know what? That would be 8 of Pentacles in a standard tarot deck. So that's a big deal in your reading. And so we have Ace of karmic energy. And we have the spiritually gifted masculine. All right. So, for those of you who were attracted to this second deck, what I see happened here, what separated this relationship, is a lot of unresolved karma. And, it's coming through like in August. I don't know if it's like the final resolution of this karma that exists outside of the relationship, but we have the masculine of karmic energy right here. So this indicates a karmic partner. So it's almost like through this separation, one person went off with a karmic partner, and the other person, which I feel would be this one, went on a soulmate journey, either another romantic relationship of soulmate, or really connected to like friends and family that are soul tribe soulmate connections to help them heal and work through this. And so if this person got into a relationship as a soulmate journey, that's not meant to last like all of their lifetime, nor is it meant to present the same sort of challenges and conflicts that a karmic relationship would present. It was there to help heal them through this process on their life path journey. Okay, so I do feel there's a high potential that both parties went into other relationships, and now maybe both of those relationships have dissolved, and the karmic, I feel, took place on this side where this person went off with the karmic, because there was a lot to be learned and gained through that experience, and like that karma had to be resolved regardless. Okay, and that I feel has taken place, and now even though there's this desire on this side to come in and communicate and reach out and, try to work on things with this person here, there's an element of like disbelief, distrust, like, you have with this spiritually gifted masculine, what I really feel is like this side feels that this person has a strong power and hold over them. And it's like, when you have me, you don't want me, but then when you feel like you can't have me, I'm all that you can think about. I'm all that you say that you want and that you need, but it always fizzles out. And so I feel on this side, this person feels very controlled by their emotions and their attachment to this person, and so they may have really tried to block out this energy, because I do see a karmic also involved. So those of you that were attracted to this second deck, this to me feels much more intense, because I mean, come on, we have masculine of karmic energy, 8 of karmic energy, and ace of karmic energy. What separated these two is karma that has got to be resolved, and I feel like it's more on this side, okay? And through that karmic relationship, like, that person received back you know, a lot of their energy and bad behavior in relationships. Like, they got it back through their karmic relationship that they had, and it's like, it's taught them a few things, okay? They've learned and they've grown, and you know, I really do feel like this karmic energy is finally resolving and dissipating, all right? However, this side over here, I just see being very, like, reserved and held back, and kind of like almost nervous to even get involved again, regardless of how strong this person's trying to come back into their reality. Because look at this, was like trying to jump out. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time, and they don't want to be manipulated again, okay? So this is like a long-term separation, and look, here's the road, and here's the road. So it's like, it's been a long time since these two people have been together, okay? This is a long-term separation, and through this person's travels, like, they've really learned and they've grown, even though on this side, you know, we're afraid of being manipulated and used and taken advantage of again. So wow. All right, very different vibe than, you know, what came through with the first deck. So let's see how this pans out in August. All right, so we have the masculine of heart energy. We have action of twin flames. And we have destruction. All right, this is very positive. So what I feel is taking place between these two in the month of August is a lot of communication, and that would be the exact next card, is all about communication, talking about things. Whereas this person was really not with it, there was something they did, you know, they've changed. They're dropped into their heart space. They're working on themselves. Like, they experienced a lot of destruction and heartache and sadness within their world. Like, all their energy came back to them, okay? And they've learned. They have learned, and they have grown. And now it's time to start communicating again in August, maybe even in September, just because this is the 9 of heart energy. But even though this side's weary, this side has really changed, okay? Like, a lot's happened to them, and it's like there was an ultimate destruction in their life, and it woke them up, and they've grown, and they've evolved, and they've changed quite a bit. And, you know, with spiritually gifted masculine, it could be that, like, they've awoken to their spiritual self, and they make decisions and move through life based much more on their soul and their spiritual beliefs and things like that, rather than ego, as which was probably the case in the past, okay? So this person has really changed through this long-term separation. Okay, so let's pull 3 final cards for just clarity. All right, so we have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of fantasizing going on. Man, it could go both ways, but I really feel on this side like they're remembering the good times with this person, and it's like they can't get past that. Next out is the 2 of Swords. This is, I want to date you, I want to court you, I want to try this again, like, give me another chance. And lastly, like, yeah, this is where this side is like really going to, I don't want to say take advantage or manipulate, but it's like they're going to do whatever they can to get back into this person's world, okay? And maybe like take them out, like let's have some drinks, let's have some fun, like some old times. And it's to like soften the energy, because we have the Queen of Swords right there. So like I said, this is somebody who's really reserved and held back, and like you're not gonna know anything. Like, I just need to observe you for a while and see if you've really changed. And it's like they're doing whatever they can to soften this person's energy, and it's just like they want back in so badly, okay? But what I see is they have changed, they have evolved, all right? They've been through a lot, and this is a long-term separation, and long-term is like a year or longer, okay? That's long-term, like you've been apart. And I feel like maybe even no communication for quite some time with that Two of Swords there, but that's all changing in August. You're gonna either reach out to them if this is your side, or you are going to hear from them if this is your side. And it's like they're coming in strong, and they want, you know, this side to see everything, you know, that they've been through and what they've evolved into, and, you know, just who they are today, and like forget the past. Like, I'm coming back because I can't forget you. All right. So that is the messages for those of you who were attracted to the second deck. That's a beautiful little wrap up to this story for you guys. So I hope that that has helped, and I am wishing you guys all the very best. All right, so let's get into this last deck, the third deck, and see how this energy is playing out for you guys, and you know, what the outcome is in August for this relationship and connection. All right, so, wow, look at that, because I was, just as I flipped this, look at what I was noticing on the bottom. Beautiful. All right, so Twin Flame Journey, first card out. Sacred Love, look at that. Heart Consciousness. Insecurity and Jealousy. And lastly, we have Temporary Reconnection. Okay, so I don't like that that's just a temporary reconnection, but, you know, it's there for a reason, so we just have to go with it. So listen, those of you who are drawn to this last deck, to me, what's coming through in this, you know, energy and outcome for you guys is a very different message than the other two. This to me is definitely like the twin flame, okay, and sacred love and heart consciousness. So to me, it's like there's two people here that are connected at the soul and love each other in a very special, sacred, unique way. However, with insecurity and jealousy there, I just feel like what this relationship has been through has left this side in such a state that it's really hard to trust or to believe. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place in this person, and you know, it's, man, they've been through a lot mentally and emotionally. And so with insecurity and jealousy sitting here, what I feel is even though there's communication and, you know, contact coming in August between these two people here, I don't feel like it's a permanent reconciliation. It's this insecurity and jealousy, like that still exists, because look, you have journey, soul, journey, journey, and this is the only card, lessons. There's still an element of a lesson that is playing out between these twin flames, okay? And that's why the reconciliation is only a temporary thing. And this might just be like this person reaching out like, hey, I miss you, I'm not over you, how are you, like I just want to talk to you, I want to check in. It's, you know, because with twin flame here, the connection is always going to exist. It's always going to be there. Like there's no escaping it. And it's not in this situation here, it's not just a soul connection. You both love each other very much in your heart space. Like that bond is so strong and still exists. And we have this sacred love here, okay, that sits in between the two of these. So what you guys share is so special and unique. It's incomparable to anything else. But I just feel that there's still like some sort of a lesson playing out. So I'm actually gonna pull several extra cards for you guys so I can understand this. All right. Oh, look at that. Total alignment. That's under this twin flame journey. Admiration under this sacred love. Twin flame kundalini under heart consciousness. Revelations. Nice. Oh, and that's coming out under the insecurity and jealousy. And lastly, under temporary reconnection, we have greatest inspiration. And I just have to point out to you, the cards that came out are soul, journey, soul, journey, soul. I love that, like how it just swapped off. No lessons. There's only one lessons card out of 10, and there's 25 lessons cards out of 80, okay? So receiving a lessons card, there is a pretty high probability of it. And you guys only have one. And what is clarifying that is revelations, okay? So for me, with this reading here, man, these are two people who are very much in love, but it's like somebody has got to overcome some lessons here. Like there's still this lesson playing out. And admiration and greatest inspiration, it's like there's still a lot of respect. Man, it feels very sensitive, the disconnection. And I don't feel like the blood is as bad as it was in like the other two outcomes that I did here. Like to me, it's the separation almost felt out of both of your control. It's like whatever pulled one away from the other, it felt bigger than them. Okay, and maybe wow, because this right here is love, like love, beautiful love, like true, real connection. Twin flame kundalini connected with heart consciousness. That means when you guys come together in a physically intimate way, it's just not physical. It is heart, it is soul, it is spirit, it is crown chakra opening to higher dimensions. Like there's no words to even express this right here, okay? And it exists. And then twin flame journey, total alignment. I feel that once this lesson is complete, that's when you guys are like on permanently, okay? Like a complete and permanent reconciliation. But it's just like there's some lesson here that must be overcome first. And maybe you needed this encouragement and to see the energies presented in this light to realize, you know, the connection is there on both sides, because greatest inspiration and admiration, like that goes both ways. And revelations, you know, somebody's really waking up here to what needs to change, what needs to shift. So it's positive. So let's pull 3 final cards. Oh, and look at that. Twin flame love. Yep, there is your confirmation. And when it's time, like there's no force in this universe that's going to prevent you guys from coming together in union. Okay, personal life path journey. All right, so in August, I feel like this is the primary focus for both of you. Like it needs to be just for your life story, your life journey, your spiritual journey. You know, your work is twin flames. Right now in August, it's like it needs to be about personal self growth and improvement and all those things. But there is this communication, this temporary reconnection going on. I think you both just really miss each other. But look at this. This is that like sensitivity I'm feeling where both are really afraid. It's like we're both walking on eggshells here. Don't want to do the wrong thing. Don't want to say the wrong thing. Maybe you guys just like, this is like the first time you've talked in a while, and that's why this energy is moving really slow, and it's not like a full-blown you know, we're back together type of outcome here. But it's like spirit is like reiterated 3 times here with twin flame journey, sacred love, and then twin flame love. Like this is a twin flame union and connection, and it's like this lesson is what must be overcome before you guys can come together in like full awareness of your twin flame connection, and incorporate that energy into your personal life journey, you know, for what you're supposed to achieve and accomplish moving forward into the future. All right, it's like you need to know, like, yes, that's what this is. However, right now in August, it's not so much about the two of you coming back together in a romantic sense. It's like you're not ready for that, either one of you. When you both are ready, you're vibrationally ready, you'll come back into total alignment, and there will be no separating you. Okay, it's just August isn't the month for that. However, I do see like the beginning of this reconciliation starting to take place, especially through messages and communication, because the energy and the vibes are shifting and changing for both of you. So let's pull a card here to get, you know, just some final clarity. Okay, so this here is like back and forth cat and mouse energy. This here, ooh, where it's starting to change and become more solid. Something's being offered there. Nice. And oh, look at that, the world. Okay, so some of you, this could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be an air sign. And then we also got earth energy here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. All right, so these clarifiers are pretty much exactly what I was getting through this reading. It's like once this lesson is completed, like completed with the world here, then you guys come back together in union. August, it's like the energy is shifting from being so flaky into something more stable and significant. Maybe we're just starting out as friends again, all right? I feel like the full reconciliation of like romantic love is a slow moving process between these two people, just because of what's taken place in the past or what has separated them to begin with. And so they also, with the world, it might be that you guys live in separate locations from each other, okay? And that's why the reconnection is just a temporary thing, is because you guys don't live in the same location. But if that's the case, it's like you guys are going to finally start talking about you know, making plans to change that to, and that would make perfect sense. Like if you're separated for something kind of like bigger than you, beyond you know, both of you, it could be that you do live in separate locations. In August, you guys are gonna have a visit with each other, and in that visit, I feel you guys start talking about building the future and coming together. Like you guys decide, like, this has got to change, like we've got to be in the same place, the same location. It's way too hard, okay? And then for the rest of you, it just, once this lesson is complete, then I see total alignment, and you guys guys coming back together. All right, so those are the messages for the third deck. I hope that that will help you out for the month of August, and I am wishing you all the best. Take care.